just make a wish, make it happen. Hi guys, how is it going? Everybody doing good on this Tuesday? Tuesday, all right. Oh no. So I thought, since I've never made an ear cup and I saw one on the TV, I thought, let's try an ear cup. What the heck? So I don't know which one I'm going to make. I've got a carat and a half diamond that I thought would be good for the one that goes through the bottom. And then we could put different stones up, and then the cup. I think that's how it works. I don't know. Do any of you guys have a ear cup, or do you just put it up here and put a couple stones on it? I don't know. You have to tell me. We need Beth in here. I know Beth has had a ear cup. You don't know. Well, shoot. We got to get some hipper people in to tell us, huh? Well, let me think. I guess it would depend on how big it's going to be. There are different kinds. Okay. Maybe I should have done a little bit more research before I jumped into this. Uh-oh. Let me think. Well, the one I saw was made out of turquoise. So maybe we'll just make it out of turquoise for the first one and worry about the diamonds later. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing, is just, starting out with a post and then just, I don't know, guys. Okay, well, let's try. I'm trying to think how to simplify this. Maybe just a couple of stones and coming down from the cup. I think maybe I have a small piece of sugilite. It's not finished. Rad Relics. Hello. Glad to have you here. Do you know anything about an ear cuff? We're trying to figure out how to do it. I think I'm going to start from the top and do like 3 or 4 stones. I know nothing, I see nothing, and I hear nothing. Got it. Oh my goodness. The boogeyman must be out there. Okay. Do something, Sandy, even if it's wrong. Okay. So let me switch over to the other camera. I am living in Utah, in Pateron, Utah. There we go. Okay, just at the top of the ear, Kathy. Do I know you, Rad Relics? Or do you know me? Or did you know me when I was living in Albuquerque? All right, so that. Oh, hi, honey. Yeah, I know. I remember you very, very well. I think about you every now and then. I think about the night you came in and we were dumping silver into a bucket. Do you remember that? That was kind of fun. So, are you still in Missouri and do you still have your store? What's going on with you? Inquiring minds want to know. You remember all the rings I made? Yeah. Yeah, and you were going to get me some stones and we were going to do some stuff together. I guess you never got with that guy to get the stone. Older and a little fatter. Me too. Oh, great. That's good to hear. So this is a little piece of sugilite that I was going to put on there, but I gotta clean that up and polish it. Oh no. hate to hear that. All right, so let's make a couple of bezels here. Oh, and remember you were on Dwayne's auction one night, and I bought a lot of oh, what was it? It was letters and that old letters, ephemera. And when I opened it up, I think the first uh, envelope or two had a $20 bill in it. That was so funny. That was crazy. Those days were good. We really had a lot of fun. Yeah, that was crazy. I still have that $20 bill. I never spent it. Come here. There we go. Yeah, you were absolutely, and I trusted you on that too. And boy, everybody sure found out that, you know, you were speaking the truth. I think they were real surprised when I pulled that $20 bill out. Hey, you want to come in for a minute and chat? It's hard for me to read the chat and work. Let me drop the link. There you go. All right, there it is. All right, guys, it's one of my friends from days gone by. His name is John Johnson.
Hello, guys.
He's a
How are
good
you,
guy.
how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm hanging in there.
That's awesome.
Yep,
I
it
was
is.
listing clothing. I had a bunch of jackets that I bought, and I was like, I got to get these listed for for the winter gets away from me
Yeah,
or the cold weather. I'm uh kind of gun shy on. I've got this jacket here that it's a Port Authority, but like it's got St. Louis Blues embroidered on it, and I just had two hats pulled off eBay for being counterfeit, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to list that jacket.
oh, really?
Yeah, because if because it's not authentic St. Louis Blues, they could pull it, and so I think it's gonna probably get listed, and I might not say anything about the St. Louis Blues, but I might. I don't know. I don't want to get. I don't want to get another ding.
Yep. Here comes Denise. Hello, Denise.
Hey, hey, hey.
This is John Johnson, a friend of mine from days gone by.
Hey, John.
Ain't been that.
Doing?
Hello. Ain't been that long ago. How long ago do you think it was? It was
We,
probably is about when
it's
you
been
moved to
over a
Utah.
year.
Yeah, it's about when you moved to Utah. Last time I think we were on a show together, but um, I I don't know. Everything just the years seem to meld together. The older I get, the
Yep,
less time the less time is relevant for anything.
that's for sure.
I spent you're like, I can't wait to be 16. I can't wait to be 18. I can't wait to be 21. And then you go back and you're like, daggum, I'm ready to be I'm ready to be 12 again.
Yeah, really. Well, maybe not 12, but
Right.
yeah.
Eight, 18 again would be cool.
Yeah, wouldn't be too bad.
Go back and with the knowledge that I have now.
Yeah.
How y'all doing?
Yeah, wouldn't that be something to go back with the knowledge that you have now to 18?
Right.
We'd kill it, man. We'd kill it. We would tear up the universe.
What
Yeah,
kind
it's always,
would I buy?
I always say youth is wasted in ignorance. I
Yeah,
don't I don't think I really knew anything until I was I'd have to say in my late mid 30s. And sometimes I doubt myself on some mornings. I'm like, what do you know?
yeah.
Listen, I'm
Uh,
in my ladies and I don't know nothing.
um,
I
do you
did.
do you remember the first auction I was on with Dwayne? How big of a disaster it was?
I have ADHD. I do good to remember what happened
Well,
yesterday.
I just told these guys the story of you know not having a camera that focused and
Oh yeah, yeah, that was always a problem, especially for jewelry, because you
yeah,
got to get right up on it and kind of show it. And yeah,
it,
I
it was something else.
I've
Nice
been
ring. Eh?
I've had a bunch of I went to an auction and bought a bunch of jewelry making supplies, but it's like cheaper stuff,
Uh-huh.
making more like costume jewelry. And it was a lady that had a camper, and she must have went out to like Arizona and set up and traded gems and stuff because I bought a bunch of rocks, and my wife loves rocks,
Yeah.
and she uh, she just had a ball. I was buying boxes and boxes of rocks for like $10 and $20, and they were uh,
Wow.
yeah, it was there was a lot of nice stuff there, a lot of polished agates, and she had already taken some stones and wound them in wire and polished out some medallion looking pieces that would like make pendant necklaces. It was pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Well, that's good. So, how are you doing? Are you still doing well on eBay and
yeah, I'm full time reselling, and I'm inside my store now. I have I had the antique store, and COVID hit, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to do an antique store anymore. And then I opened up like a pop culture store, and I just didn't feel that either. And so I shut it down, and we do really well on eBay. So I'm like, I'll just use it as a holding place for my stuff, and you can kind of see here that it's just
oh
full
yeah,
of it's just
wow.
plumb full of just my stuff and junk, and
Yeah.
I just hang out in here. I've got a TV over there, and I'm a movie buff, so if I get bored, I'll throw a movie in and listen to it, or sometimes I'll play I have my old Super Nintendo from when I was a kid. I'll
Hmm.
play that or whatever. It's just my place to go and I kind of just enjoy being by myself sometimes, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, I enjoy myself very much, very very much. Yeah. So yeah, I got the heck out of Albuquerque and ended up here next to my best friend, and then the landlord decided he wanted to sell the house, and so then I moved in with my best friend, and I've never moved out.
Oh, that's cool.
So, and we converted, we just are in the final stages of converting the garage into my shop. So this stuff is all going to get moved down there, and I'll have a larger place to work and more comfortable. So I'm looking forward to that. Come on, no. There you go. So if you ever run into any jewelry stamps, metal stamps,
Right.
let me know. I will buy every one of them from you.
Like the ones that they stamp like names and stuff into it, or they're
Well,
like trying to.
um, like uh, like these.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like okay, for like different designs and stuff.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. I'm sure that they've got some silversmiths out there in Missouri.
Yeah, I'm sure. There's a we in the area here. We have a lot of galena, which typically holds lead, majority lead, but then some silver. I wanted to get some, and I've wanted to smelt. I'd love to smelt it and try
Yeah,
to see how much silver's in it.
yeah,
I
that would be cool.
I picked this up. I bought a storage locker not too long ago, and there was a ton of jewelry in this thing, and this is the only piece that I have left. It's because I got to go get the clasp on it fixed, and it is like a little diamond tennis bracelet,
Oh
uh,
wow, yeah.
and it's like 14 karat, I think. I don't know how many diamonds are in it.
Oh nice.
It's absolutely a beautiful piece. I don't know. I uh, I just figure that there's got to be some value to it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I bought one storage unit. My wife, there was a really old timey 1930s wedding ring in there. My wife just fell in love with it.
Yeah,
I took an 18 karat gold necklace up there, and I sold the guy some gold, and um, he fixed the other ring that my wife had for free, or not for free, but he traded out the gold um, for the repairs, which
right.
he came out good on that. But
Yeah, I bet.
yeah, but I paid $50 for the whole unit, so I didn't do too bad.
Yeah.
But is you can find all kinds of, but they were there wasn't much in there. And the older I get, the less hard work I like to do.
Hi, Lexi. Denise, where did you go? You dropped off.
I might have been talking too much for
No.
her. She's like, I can't get a word in edgewise.
Yeah.
That's that hillbilly. That's that Missouri hillbilly talk. I can't get a word.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember the hangouts we used to do late at night.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember Jason Static, but he lives with me now. He don't live in my house, but I have 2 houses on my farm, and
Yeah.
he lives in my little spare guest house,
Oh,
and
cool.
he's trying to start. He's big into the wrestling, so he's trying to start up a wrestling school. And I'm like, live your dreams, buddy. If I can help you out, if you're a friend of mine, I'll do anything I can do for you. So here's a house, and
Yeah.
enjoy.
Nice. Yep. That
Yeah,
is so cool.
yeah, we go to a lot of like indie wrestling shows. My boys, I have my youngest boy now is like 8, and he absolutely loves wrestling. He's he just loves it. We went the other night and watched and had a good time.
Oh, that's good. My dogs are going nuts. All right, so I want to put some balls in between there, I think. Balls.
Yeah, last I heard Dwayne moved. From what I was told, they moved somewhere else.
He moved to Alabama.
Yeah,
To
probably a
be
smart.
closer to their daughter, I believe. Denise knows. Denise, where did you go? Silly girl.
She might be having trouble with her internet connection.
Yeah, she has trouble with her internet if it's storming or anything. She lives in Georgia.
We almost moved to Georgia at one point.
I think still, was associating with you at that time.
Yeah, we were looking at moving down there, and we never did. I'm kind of glad, and I'm kind of not. If I would have, property values in the area that we were looking to move to absolutely kind of exploded, and
Wow.
yeah, we'd have done pretty good if we would have moved down there. But I'm still, the only problem I have with where I'm at now is it's harder to source stuff, but
Yeah.
it keeps me humble.
Yeah.
Keeps you poor. You ain't got to worry about putting on any airs.
Yeah.
My wife started selling on eBay herself, and she sells stuff she bought herself a Mustang, so she sells on there to pay for her car. And
Oh, I remember that. Yeah. Wasn't it? Marva, stop it. Wasn't it blue?
Huh?
Wasn't your Mustang blue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she loves her Mustang.
Yeah.
And we've been married golly, I guess 23, 24 years now.
Wow.
Still trying to make it big on the YouTubes, but it just ain't it just ain't working out. I just ain't doing it.
Yeah. Don't have the right combination yet. That doesn't mean you're not going to.
I always thought I was too ugly, but I've seen people that I thought were ugly.
Oh. No,
Like either I'm uglier than I thought, or I'm better looking than I thought.
That doesn't have anything to do about it, you know.
I know. It's just
But
funny. You see some of these people that have gotten big, but no, I'll be honest with you. Being a reseller and doing the reseller thing, I make way more money being a reseller than I would.
yeah,
I make
yeah,
way more money being a reseller than I would being probably making YouTube videos. Unless you're Harry Tornado or Cincinnati Picker or one of them guys,
yeah,
the big dogs.
yeah. Well, after I got to 1,000, I really didn't care anymore if I got a bunch of subs or not. I just wanted to be able to go live.
Right.
Hello. How are you guys doing?
Not too bad.
Okay.
Yeah, both trucks unloaded. Karen's working on the shower right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, definitely something that needed to be done.
Yeah. All right. Let's get this going here. So is it snowing yet outside?
No, it's not. Luckily. Not quite.
I thought I saw that it was supposed to snow tonight.
We do not get snow at all. That's one of the worst things about where we're at now is no more snow. It's the
Wow.
weather's so weird.
Yeah, we've already gotten our first snowstorm here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. In fact, in the backyard, there's still a little bit of snow, I think, in the shadows.
Yeah.
Do you typically, when you get snow there, do you get it and it stays there all winter, or does it come and go?
No, it comes and goes. Usually it's gone by the next day. It's warmed
Right.
up. It's
See,
out of
here
here.
it's the same way here, but there's some places where it snows and it's like, okay, guys, it's white for 2-3 months, and
Yeah. Well, the first year I moved here, I moved in February, which wasn't real smart. But
yeah.
the snow stayed on the ground through May that year. That wasn't real fun at all.
Yeah, that would be. I like snow, but I like it to come and go.
Yeah.
It makes it hard to get around. Oh, excuse me. I do with my phone. I'll tell you what, I lose my head. Wasn't attached to my shoulders.
Are you guys doing okay in the chat? Hi, JK. Listening to us reminisce and that. You know what, guys? I wonder. I'm making an ear cup.
Oh, nice.
Do you know anything about them? How they're supposed to look or anything? I'm wondering.
Don't.
I was just going to use this to put the backing on here, but that kind of looks like
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely does.
I wonder if I should just leave it like that and
Shape it a little.
put that cup thing on the back. Yeah. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Put some
I have no idea.
on here. There. Maybe a wall there. There we go. And then we'll just put a cup on the back up at the top of this. I think I'm going to try it, guys, and see what happens, The worst thing is we melt it down and do it again. All right.
Any thoughts on what you might want for dinner tonight?
Dinner. Not really. Give me some choices.
Okay. I'll look and see
Okay,
what we got out there.
alrighty. I guess it is getting that time, isn't it?
I left my phone out in the car. I'll be right back. I'm going to go out there and see if I've left it in my truck. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. You guys are fine. Okay. Good deal. I notice that I got a little bit of a gap right in here. One up. We're missing a spot in there. Throw away. I think that's got it. Okay. There we go. That one. That one. That one. Yep. Okay. Yep, that looks good. Okay. So,
They opened up a steakhouse next door, and it smells absolutely delicious outside.
oh my gosh, that drives me nuts.
Oh my gosh! I walk out there, and I'm like, I'm like,
yeah, I would be over there all the time.
that's a pretty ring you got on.
Thank you. I think we just made that one yesterday or the day before.
Really?
Yeah. You know me, I just every once in a while need a new ring. I'll whip one out. Then I'll wear it for a little while and sell it.
Right.
Oh, Lexi, your stones are going to be going out tomorrow. I'm sorry it's taken me so long to do it, but Kent going in the hospital kind of put a kind of kink in my shipping stuff, but we got it under control now, I think. So I just saw your name on some stuff to get out tomorrow. In case you were wondering. There we go.
My problem, Kathy, is that I can eat and then I'm hungry still. I'm like, what happened? Like, why am I still hungry? Like that.
Oh, guys, can you see? Oops. Better get over here. Wait a minute. Let's do this. There we go.
That's cool.
I think that'll work. I think it'll work. Yep. He is feeling much better. He is doing so good, guys. It's he got turned down from one rehab facility because he was doing so good. They wouldn't take him. Yeah. He had quadruple bypass. The guy I'm living with.
Right.
Best friend. That sounds kind of. I'm living no. He's my roommate. There you go. Well, yeah. And who cares at this age?
That's what was floating in my mind. I'm like, at some point, it probably don't even matter.
No, it doesn't. I'm just glad he was here to rescue me. I could not find a place to live or nothing. I would have had to move at least 40 miles away and more like 100 to get a place that I could afford.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was right after they, released everybody on COVID, and
right.
It was some tough times.
Yeah,
But
that COVID stuff was crazy. I lost a couple good friends because of it.
Yeah.
My buddy Doug.
I'm just not sure what the right thing was to do,
I don't know. I got COVID, but I was able to get because I have high blood pressure and other things, and I was able to get the monoclonal antibody treatment. And I can tell you what the government should have done is they should have invested all the resources into that. That is that saved my life. I don't doubt it. It's just like they took plasma for people that had already had COVID and injected you with their antibodies. And so it kind of gave you, it kind of like super boosted your immune system.
Yeah. That makes more sense than anything I've heard.
Right. And they never would push it like Florida did. And they gave a lot of it out, but the nation only made so much of it. And Florida was using a lot of it. But man, it was a process for the injection to go through. Like you had to sit there for a couple hours, but it's better than the alternative, I guess.
Yeah, it's better than dying.
Sure, yeah. But
well, it was handled poorly from the get-go, And
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, but what do you do? I mean, like I mean, it ain't even a political party thing. It's just like I mean, the last time we had a pandemic in the United States, even Joe Biden wasn't alive. It's just
yeah,
the 1917 or whatever the Spanish flu was.
yeah,
You know, it's tough. It's tough to figure out. I'm glad I don't have to make those decisions, but I'm glad I worked for myself and I if I could just stay away from it long enough because it was peaking and I got it when it was coming down the backside. So that means the hospitals weren't all congested. If I
yeah.
would have had to have went in we just had it a couple weeks ago and it ain't nothing compared to
What the
what
people went through.
the first version 1.0 was. I've had it 3 times now.
Wow, I have not had it once.
It's that silver. It's all that silver dust.
Yeah,
You've got you've got that super immune system.
I don't know, but I know that with my compromised lungs, that if I get it, it's probably going to be the last thing I do.
Right.
That my lungs are just not good enough to
Right.
fight that off. So
It's but yeah, there's I don't know.
God knows.
They're talking about this pneumonia that's going around now, this white lung that's real bad for little kids. And I'm like, golly, like let's just quit messing with stuff. Let's quit trying to make new diseases.
Well, I decided I was tired of living in fear.
Right.
Hi, Sugar Plum. And so I just said, Lord, whatever. You said my days are numbered anyway, so I'm just going to live as cautiously and prudently as I can, and leave the rest to God.
Yeah.
Not,
if He wants us, He's going to get us, even if we're digging deep. You can't dig a hole deep enough to get away from Him.
No. But I don't know. I think I got more to fear from the Republicans than from COVID.
Right.
They want to get me. I'm a vermin. I am a vermin. So, but that's all right. I've been called worse.
Made in Pakistan.
I think it's going to look cute, guys, with the turquoise in it.
Are you going to put turquoise in it?
Yeah, I sure am.
That would be nice. I watch a lot of prospecting videos on YouTube. I watch Dan Hurd, and he does that ocean picture stone and gold.
Do you watch Jeff?
Yes.
He's fun.
There's gold in there. Oh, Jeff, I can't remember, but he's one of my favorites too.
And Slim, his sidekick Slim.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a lot of good information, though.
Yeah, he is very teachy. He likes to teach.
Yep.
I like to watch some of the guys I don't know any of their names, but I watch some of the Australian guys that do gold prospecting and stuff. Who's the guy have you seen the guy that has the little dog that he goes out, he does a lot of gem prospecting, and I can't remember the dog's name. It's named after some mineral, but he's good too.
Huh.
They'll hunt for amethyst and garnets and rubies, and they'll go to a lot of these places in North Carolina for some reason has a lot of gems and stuff.
A lot of crystals, doesn't it?
Yeah. Sugar Plum Fairy says I haven't had COVID either. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that.
Good.
My son hasn't had it. Like we've had it in our household 3 times, and Noah, my oldest boy, he has not yet to even get it. I'm like, good for you. I'm happy because I don't,
Yeah.
but for but I was like, how weird is that he's, you know,
Right there and not getting
yeah. My wife got it, and for 10 days, I slept in the living room on the floor, and um, I took care of her, took her food and everything to the room. I would put it outside the room, and then she would get it,
Uh-huh.
and then I got surrounded on all sides because then my middle son got it, and I'm like, I just went in there, almost wanted to go in the living room and to go in the bedroom and lick my wife's forehead just because I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done trying because after 10 days after she was about over it, I got it, and then I went and got that monoclonal antibody treatment, and we got over it at the same time. That stuff worked so good.
Wow.
I got so upset at my health department. I said, you know what, you guys are really hot on pushing the vaccine, and that's great. I said, but you could have told people they were high risk, that were diabetic or elderly or had lung issues, that if they would have got that antibody treatment, I said it would have. I mean, it would have saved almost everyone. I mean, you would have had to have been really compromised for it to not help you. And
Wow.
I was so sad about that because I lost a close personal friend here in town, and then I lost my friend Dusty that was Alabama Pickers. He was a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Hours. Huh?
Did he die from it?
Yeah, him and his wife both.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And then I got it after he had passed away with it, and I'm like, man, and I was like, if Dusty couldn't make it, I'm not gonna make it. So I advocated for myself, and I went to the hospital and pretty much told them I'm gonna sit right here until you take care of me. So just either consider I'm a fixture, or
Yeah.
here we go. And they finally got me in and did it, and because they were real reluctant on giving it to people. I'm like, this is crazy. Like this. It was just, you had to meet certain criteria, and I'm like, holy cow! And it had to be given within the first 8 days or something like that of having COVID.
Huh. All right, guys. There we go.
Oh, that's cool. I don't know how in the world you do that. That's so awesome. I could never. Like, I'm just so uncrafty or so that's going to be beautiful.
You know what? You could do it. You really could.
I have ADHD, so I would get 5 minutes into it and be like, okay, I got to go over here and do something else now. Like, I could probably eventually get something done, but I would be like, I get anxious, so overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Sugar
No,
plums.
I bet you'd hang on. You could get interested enough in this to.
Oh, I love it. I think it's fascinating. That's what brought me to your channel in the first place. Is I always watch people who do things, and I love watching. I like observing. So like to watch it happen is like it feeds my my, what do they call that, neurodivergent mind, that like I watch it and I'm like, that's just I just like, that's cool.
All right, so now we need a piece to go behind the ear. Let me see what I've got here. Oh, maybe that. Yeah, that might work. All right, so let me clean this up a little bit and see what it looks like. Okay. figure out what size to put behind the ear. Let's see what we can do here. No, it's not real big. All right. So, let's see. I can hook it on my own ear. Yeah.
I sold a I sold a $400 signature today.
Wow.
Yeah, I bought a storage locker for $50. That storage locker made me probably $7,000.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I bought it. And it had this band from like the '90s called Typo Negative, and it's like a screaming band, like they scream, and like the music isn't my flavor,
Yeah.
but like the guy passed away. He had like an aneurysm or something in his 40s, and he passed away. So their autographs and stuff are pretty rare. So somebody's getting a cool Christmas gift, and I made $400, so I'm happy.
Yeah. And you paid that $50 back many, many times.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I went and looked at a couple storage lockers today, but they were nothing to write home to mom about.
Yeah. Come on. Right over on myself. Okay. All right, guys. So let's see. I'm still pretty loose. Let's see here. This one.
Do you live in town there, or are you out from town a little bit?
Well, we're kind of on the outskirts of town. The town is only 1,500 people.
Oh, well, that's not too bad.
Yeah. So,
That's awesome. That's pretty good.
yeah, I like it. I like country living.
Yeah, me too. Got a I had to go get a tetanus shot yesterday because I was cleaning we had a tornado come through, and it was less than a football field away from our house. If it wouldn't have been for the hill, it would have taken everything we owned. But that was 2 years ago, and it went through some storage sheds in a factory, so it threw tin everywhere, tin and steel. And so we've been up in the woods cleaning it up, and I cut my leg on a piece of tin, so I had to go get a tetanus shot. And
Ew.
my arm, I felt like somebody's punched me in it.
Goodness. All right, guys, I think. All right, so I think we got to put it up at the top of this thing. So I'm going to have to do, let's see, let me figure this out here. It's going to go like that, I think. All right. I know I'm probably going to get this wrong, but we're going to try it anyway. Okay, so now let's see which way we
Having
can
an
find
auction tomorrow.
it. Yes, I am.
You do that on this channel?
Yeah, I sure do.
Will it be just jewelry? Jewelry?
And stones.
Okay.
I have quite a few stones that I auction off too. All right, guys, let's try that and see if I'm really off or not. Yeah, my roommate Kent, he went in for a quadruple bypass, and the day he went in, the sewer backed up.
Oh no.
And so I've been dealing with the sewer and trying to get people to rip out carpet, and
Oh no.
yeah, and he's still in rehab, so it's been interesting.
Lucky for him, he picked a good time to need to have his chest opened up.
Yeah, I told him that he did it on purpose.
He don't have to be there to deal with all of it.
Yeah, you know.
He's like, Sandy, you just deal with that, and I'm gonna go over here and
Yeah, and have a heart attack. You bet.
right.
Well, oops. It overflowed. Um, let's see. No, we want to go the other way. It overflowed in the afternoon, and he went to hospital that evening. I think he was just trying to get out from underneath all the poop. And I've accused him of it too. So,
It happened before he went to the hospital.
yes,
Oh
convenient.
man,
Yeah, convenient.
that's one way to get out of doing the work.
Yeah,
Probably the stress from it's probably what pushes you, you know.
I think it was.
But it's good that what happened. Now
Oh, now
he's been
he'll be good for another 20 years, you know?
yeah he's been roto-rootered, and
Yep.
they'll take good care of him, and sounds like he's doing good. So
Oh, yeah. He really is doing good.
he'll be ready to rock when he gets home.
Yeah.
I had a buddy that had a bypass surgery, and he said he was always so tired before the bypass surgery. And
Yeah.
after he had it, he was all opened up again. He said he felt like he could run a marathon.
Wow. Okay, guys, here we go.
Ain't that still hot?
No, I just quenched it.
if you get your stones in there.
Marva.
Okay, well, does that look about right, Sugar Plum Fairy? May have to crank it down just a little bit closer, but I think it's gonna tore my nail. All right, guys, so we'll stick this in the pickle. And I think we're gonna call it quits there. So, let's get, well, I guess I can say goodbye to you on this one. John, thank you for coming in.
You guys have a good night. I'm gonna hop out and let her do her thing, and
All righty.
appreciate it. I'll be seeing you again. I got you saved, dinged, got the bell rang and everything. You have
Good
a good
deal.
night, sister.
All right, honey. Love you. Bye. All right, that's a good guy. Man, he'd give you the shirt off his back. You know, he just a really good guy. So we're at an hour and 10 minutes. Thanks, John. So I'm gonna call it quits there. Let that sit in the pickle. Remember the auction tomorrow, and I might come on earlier and do a preview. I don't know. It just depends on how much stuff I get done here. I didn't get anything cleaned up here to have a preview today, so that's why that didn't happen. But anyway, I'm anxious to see how our ear cup turns out. All right, guys. I love you. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me. And remember, don't just make a wish, make it happen. All right? So, fair and out. Bye.